It's about to be a party up in here!
しゃい行くぜ
Round 1 Ready Go!
サイコボール
よっしゃPlayer 1 takes an early lead. Now or never. Ready? Go! And we're tied up. Now or never. Ready? Go! Go for broke! Player 1 needs a miracle! Hey, come on! Round 4. Ready? Go! Final round! Time to go big or go home! Final round! Ready? Go! Show no mercy! Great work! Cross the ball! Watch it! Are you okay? Watch it! What a stellar fight! These two know how to rumble! Winner! Alright! 次の試合もこの調子でやるぜ!